Hello, dreamers. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Art Buying Blitz. I'm so excited to be here today with Mike and Pam. Hi, Mike. Hi, Pam. How are you guys doing?
Hey guys.
Hello. Good morning.
Good. Yeah. So our last Thursday was a big hit. We had over 800 people on the stream. So hopefully we can break that record today and go for the big 1,000. I see a lot of friends here in the audience. Hello, everyone. Let's see. Let's. Oh, there's Gradient. I just saw Gradient in Bombay. Hello, hello. Let's see who else is here. There's Karishma. Hi, Karishma. Southern Fried is here. Woohoo! Hello. Um, Apricot Blossom is here. Hello. Rohan is here. I love. And of course, here's Gus. Gus, my man.
Big Gus.
Hope everyone is having a blast. Gus, I don't know if you're on Mountain View or not, but if you are, we should get together. And well, let's bring Gus back up again because I want to have his amazing artwork cup that his wife designed and he kindly delivered to me. So first, a sip of chai. Super important. All right. Guys, what's Pam? I'll ask you first. What's the pulse on Dreamverse? What are you hearing? What are you seeing? Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah. So people are having a good time consigning more art, which I love seeing. I think everyone had so much fun with this curation. They got to get in and just see all of the functionality that's been built in by the whole dev team and the vision of the whole team with all the different ways that you might want to shop for art and also discover new art. And I personally had a great time doing it. And I think we got, was it nearly 100 people that stepped in as curators to help out with today's Art Buying Blitz. So
Yes.
Thank you for all of that. I think our mod team is doing a great job answering questions. So we've got, Dreamverse over in Telegram. We just recently opened up a creator chat in our Discord channel too. So there's also a share your work in the Discord channel. And I would encourage a lot of people, if you have art to share, like after you've consigned it, to come on over to the Discord channel and share it in the Share Your Work creator channel. And over there, we've got a lot of the holders and investors and collectors who are over there who have collector credits. So, and soon to be VUSD. So I'll let you get into more of that. But so those are a couple new things that are happening on the creator side.
Oh yeah, there's more than a couple new things happening. Yeah. So I'll get back to you, Pam. Mike, you are leading the effort for Vortex World, which is our gaming environment, and we see it as a fertile territory for creators to express themselves and things like that. Can you give us like a little bird's eye kind of on where Vortex World is and what the roadmap is, and when we expect to start seeing some more details about it?
Yeah, so Vortex has been an amazing project that we're working on. Obviously, Vitruvio's first proprietary game to the ecosystem. Their phase one is really coming up with the storyline, coming up with the gaming concept, coming up with the tokenomics, collaborative features for artists in order to contribute to features and assets in the game. So some of those things will be unfolding as we progress through phase one. Phase one, we're looking to do a land claim with the existing Vortex NFTs. It's really a preliminary launch where we're introducing the brand. We're introducing the landing page that will be released very soon, the land claim functions, and just a little more in depth about the future of this game and where we're taking it. It will then, after the land claims and funding raising, takes place, we can then start further developing the game and come out with an actual playable version. So we're looking to have that done, 60 to 90 days, somewhere around there. But phase one, we're looking to get that completed within probably another 14 days is probably kind of what we're looking at. We will have more developments tomorrow on tomorrow's download that we have every Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. UTC. And it's been keeping me busy. So I'm really excited, to release what we've got so far.
Yeah, I'm going to put you on the spot. and have you share a little bit about the idea you came up with today. We haven't hardly talked about it, but it's such a great idea. Maybe we can tease people with the fact that we want to do this. So please share.
Yeah. So when I
And Mike,
started
I'm
my
sorry.
career,
Before you
yeah,
go on, please
yeah.
remind people about your role as a creator, what you do also, because I don't think everyone knows that yet. So might be useful to do that also.
Yes. Okay. So I own a photography studio called Mood Photo and Video. Um, and I'm primarily an event photographer specializing in luxury weddings. So I do a lot of celebrities. I do a lot of Middle Eastern weddings, a lot of South Asian weddings. And I'm also the featured photographer on the television show Married at First Sight. So I started for season 18 and we already took care of season 19. So those episodes will be released shortly. So you'll be able to see me in the background working away. But when I started my photography career a number of years ago, there's an annual conference called WPPI in Las Vegas, where photographers around the globe will come together and meet in Las Vegas, and we do photographer things. So there's obviously a marketplace where new technologies are coming out, and a lot of new companies are introducing, new cameras and new tools for photographers to use, and so we get to geek out and spend a lot of money on things we probably don't need, but are definitely exciting to see, what's going on over there. There's also educational classes specializing in specific types of things to do with photography. So if you're looking for editing, or if you're looking for actual shooting or selling artwork, or that sort of thing, there's classes from experts where they teach those, and you could participate and purchase those classes. Another section of the conference is the judging competition, where photographers can submit artwork for certain topics, like let's say a 16 by 20 print competition, a solo bride, or a portrait session, or landscapes. All different types of photography are covered in the print competition. And what happens is whenever you submit this, the a panel of judges, experts in the industry, specifically with WPPI photographers, will judge the artwork and issue it a score. And the score criteria is based on, let's say, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, and 90 to 100. So it's typically bronze, silver, and gold. And if it falls below the 70, then unfortunately you don't get a reward or an award. But for those exceptional pieces that are submitted, they you as an attendee to the conference can actually join the judging competition, where you can sit in the audience and actually view the comments from the judges. And as the pieces of artwork will come up, the judges will issue a score, and the value of this score is, as an artist, you get to have your artwork judged, and you can get feedback from industry experts on what is amazing about it, or what possibly might need work, and where opportunities of growth are for you as an artist. Sometimes you'll have an art piece that comes up where two people voted, let's say, an 85, and one voted 95, and one voted 70. Well, those are talking points. So judge, why did you score it a 70? And I can tell you that in my career as an artist, attending that conference for 3 days, sitting in a hotel, a very uncomfortable hotel chair for 3 days, 8 hours a day, was the best and worst experience I had. The best because it forms a foundation on you as an artist from technical standpoints, and really helps you refine your craft in terms of composition, color, contrast, um, overall lighting, at least specifically for photography. With artists, it's with print art, or abstract art, or some of these other art forms. You really get to learn a lot about the fundamentals of art creation. And it's not just, oh, I like this. It's, okay, well, why do you like it? And what makes this artwork successful, or what makes this artist successful? It's not just about branding. It's about, there are technical aspects to creating art that really evoke emotion and use of color theory and some of these things are very, very critically important. And as an artist, there's not a lot of tools out there to really help hone your craft. So having your artwork critiqued and watching other people's artwork get critiqued, it's a great learning platform for artists really to hone their craft. And I can tell you that my photography skyrocketed after attending this conference because I was able to look at 5,000 individual comments on different art, and I started to learn what to look for when I'm have the camera to my face. It was just a great learning experience, and it made me a much, much better artist. The idea that I thought about is bringing something like that to Vitruvio, where we can have an event. We can start it off as a pilot event where we can launch it. We can have possibly a couple of gallery curators, a couple of art majors in schools or professors come in, and we can do a submission where we can submit artwork and do either a to start it off an online event where we can see a panel of judges actually go through and measure artwork and rate it and give feedback as to what makes this a strong piece or what maybe an opportunity to make it better, what those elements would be. And of course, we would have prizes. Of course, we could do things like that. But more importantly, on the ecosystem, you can earn specific badges. Let's say, a silver badge, or you're an award-winning artist with the Vitruvio system, and it really adds credibility. It warrants price increases, I think, and yeah. So that was kind of an overview of the idea.
There you go. I think now it's just a question of how quickly we can get that going. So very, very exciting.
Yeah, for sure.
So coming to me, I am back home after about a month on the road here. So I was in Bombay and then Washington, D.C., and then Toronto. And I'm so glad to finally be back here in sunny California in Mountain View. Still jet lagged, getting over that. It's going to be a while. But I had an amazing time, especially in Bombay, meeting up with some of the artists. I met up with artists in Toronto also. That's great. I love to do these artist meetup. But today it's all about the artworks that have been curated for us and doing a buying blitz. But this buying blitz, I view it as also as an opportunity to inform and educate the artists about some key things about the Vitruvio ecosystem. So let's start by diving right into that. But before that, I cannot contain my excitement about the new feature we launched today. So I gotta share that first, and then we'll go into other things. So today, folks, we launched this cool feature called Group by Creator. So if you go to search.vitruvio.xyz, let me see if there's a banner for that here. Oh yeah, there is. Yeah. So if you go there, you're gonna see this feature in action. It's Group by Creator. What we found is that we are always experimenting. Everything about our platform, it's in beta, so we are experimenting with lots of things. And what we found is that when certain creators have sort of a surge of inspiration and consign a lot of artworks, what it tends to do is kind of push some of the other creators to page 3 or so on. And we said, what would be a fairer way for people, especially buyers, to discover creators? And we came up with this idea of Group by Creator. So that's what you see now is, so you can basically at a glance get an idea of the style of work of a creator, and then immediately you can dive into it and explore it. So I see Rohan here. So let's take a quick peek at how this works. So there, it expands and shows you his works. And when you click, it goes in and shows you just that creator's works. So I think it's a great way to navigate, especially as a collector. I love this as a collector because I can just at a glance say, yep, I like the style, dive into it and go for it. So it's really, really cool. I'm really excited about it. It's a brand new feature. It's in beta, so it's got some quirks. One of the quirks is don't use the back arrow. Use this reset search to go back. Otherwise, it kind of blows up a little bit, but we'll fix that. But I really like it. We've got badges here for the number of artworks that are there. And it really works well. So happy to hear feedback about it. But this is one of many features that are coming as early as next week that you have never seen before anywhere in a web browser with art. We are really redefining and reshaping discoverability because that's our primary mission. Our primary mission is to make your art visible to more people, so you can have a sustainable income, and this is the gateway to it. All right, so enough of that. We'll get back to this in a bit. Now and I'm going to demo also the curate stack, the mechanism we use for people to get our buying targets today. But what I'd like to do now is take just a few minutes of your time and kind of go through overall creator income and more or less creator education a little bit. So let's dive into that. So I'm going to start by stating a few facts about Vitruvio for folks that are here, especially folks that are new to Vitruvio. Very simple and important, but very important comments. So first and foremost, Vitruvio is not a marketplace. I take great pains to say that again and again. And I'm joking, but not joking. When people say that on Twitter, I'm not going to buy from you. Okay, that's it. That's the end of our relationship. No, I'm just kidding. We are not a marketplace. What Vitruvio is a blockchain. We are exactly similar to an L1 blockchain like Solana, like Ethereum. We are not dependent on anyone. We are independent blockchain, standalone. Once again, not a marketplace. It's a blockchain. All right. Now, the next fact: our mission is sustainable income for all creators. So we are starting out with visual art, but we'll graduate to movies and music and all of that. But that's our mission. We are focused on creators. We are creators first. This is very important for everyone to understand, because if you think about every other blockchain, creators are bolted on top of it. We are smart contracts, marketplaces, etc. You don't have a seat at the table, folks. That's just a fact. You have no seat at the table at Ethereum. You have no seat at the table at Solana. At Tezos, you don't have a seat. But at Vitruvio, we are creator first. We are only here for you. So every decision we make is centered around creators. How will this impact creators? How will this help us achieve our mission of sustainable income? So that's a really, really important point. It's the first blockchain completely dedicated to creators. And the next point I want to make that's important is Vitruvio is owned by the community. So we don't have any large venture capitalists who are investors who tell us what to do. We don't have any giant corporate company that tells us what to do. We are just owned by all the people in this community, the people in this chat, the people in our Discord, the people in our Twitter. That's it. Everyone who holds Vitru is the owner. That's it. We don't have any interests that we have to cater to. And that makes it very interesting, because it means we can chart our own course and do what is best for the creators. We don't have to think about profit. Most marketplaces, etc., are always centered around profit ultimately. But for us, we are building this blockchain. Our Vitru cryptocurrency is our essentially unit of measure. That's how we chart our progression. And all we want to do is make people successful who are holding Vitru. And the price appreciation of Vitru is how we have our funding to grow. That's an important point. Next thing, we are operated by a very small team. We have 6 full-time, I would say actually 5 maybe full-time, and 6 part-time. So when you say that, hey, why isn't my thing moderated yet or whatever, just remember, we don't have a ginormous team of people here, folks. This is a very small team that is building this out. And the part-time folks are also mostly volunteers. So it's very important to understand that we are early stage, very early stage yet, but we are growing very, very fast. Next important fact, Vitruvio software is in beta. We are very agile. We keep adding features literally every day. We would push them out every day if it wasn't so cumbersome to do that. We try and do it twice a week, maybe. But the software is being developed. It is not fully there. Our full vision for the software has not yet been realized. I would say that we are roughly 10% there from what we are building. There is a lot more we are going to build, and a lot more innovation we are bringing. We basically looked at everything that was out there and said, look, innovation is stagnant. No one is innovating. You've got the same marketplaces over and over again doing the same thing, and we tossed that out the window and said we're going to reboot, we're going to reset and do everything the way creators should have it. And that's going to take some time, but we are rolling it out as we go. We are getting feedback as we go, and we are improving and innovating as we go. All right, but it's in beta. It's imperfect. Vitruvio is for innovative creators who are excited about a new journey for art in Web3. I say this because it's important that you don't hop onto Vitruvio and compare us to mature, established platforms that have been out for 2-3 years. We are just getting started, folks. We are in beta, and so we invite everyone who wants Web3 to succeed, who wants art to grow, and who are innovative, to come along with us. Give us your feedback, give us your suggestions, give us your inspiration. We are inspired. We draw energy from you. So come along on this journey with us. It is going to be a very innovative one and a very exciting one. It is currently not for creators, and I want to emphasize this. We are very transparent about this. Vitruvio is not for creators who need to sell art for immediate income. If that is you, please come back in 3 to 6 months. I don't want to see a post saying, hey, I sold on Vitruvio, but I can't cash out yet or whatever. We know that. We are early. We are inviting creators who are there, who want to build with us, who want to grow with us. But if your requirement is immediate cash out for your art, we are not ready for you yet. Come back in 3 to 6 months and we will be ready for you. But now is not the time. This is an important thing. We don't want anyone to feel misled. And so I emphasize this every time I go out and talk in public. We are not ready for people who want to monetize their art immediately. All right. We have a great support community. It's in Telegram. It's at greenverse.vitruvio.xyz. I put this up there because it's important to understand that I cannot personally provide you DM support. I have no idea what the situation is for your artwork, your moderation, etc., because we're dealing with thousands of artists. So when you tag me on X and say, hey, what is going on with my particular situation? The answer is, I don't know. But you can go to our Telegram community support group where people help each other and get your questions answered. So Pam is there, Doc Martin is there, Ariko is there. There's lots of people who are there. Southern Fried is there. So we are there to help each other. And that's the place to go. But please don't send DMs because I cannot answer your questions. All right? Okay. With those key facts out of the way, Pam, Mike, do you have anything you think that I missed there that should be added?
No, that was very well done. I think you covered a lot. Those are the big points.
All right, cool. I think everyone probably knows that you do a download every Friday at the same time that this stream starts. So I think that's very educational. If you can spare the time to watch it live, do that. And if you can't, then watch it afterwards, and you'll learn a lot about what's going on. And you'll see that there's a lot of things going on to help this be successful. So make sure you educate yourself along the way. Cool.
All right. Now what I want to do is quickly go to a little bit of how our workflow works, because it's a little different. And in particular, I want to do this so that people who are new to Vitruvio kind of understand this. So I'll start off with the artwork workflow first, and then we'll go to artist workflow. So from an artwork workflow standpoint, and every creator will start their journey at studio.vitruvio.xyz. That's our platform where creators can consign their artwork. Notice that I didn't say mint. Mint is not something you do on Vitruvio. Artists will never mint on Vitruvio. It is buyers who will mint your work after they license it. Instead, you consign your work. As I said earlier, we're a blockchain for creators. So when you consign your work, you're not consigning it into one silo, which is a marketplace. That's what you do on other platforms. You are adding it to the blockchain. And we have actually stored a lot of the data. We've basically written all the smart contracts to store a lot of the data, especially the metadata, etc., on chain. So now I get asked all the time, can I consign my artwork? Well, you're probably thinking of the early days, which was probably, I don't know, about 6 months ago now, when we had limited wait list, etc. We are open for business, folks. So if you meet the criteria I described earlier, where you do not require immediate income, uh, come on over to studio.vitruvio.xyz. The only thing you have to do is go through an initial moderation. Your first artwork is moderated by our amazing team of community moderators. We do that because we have unfortunately had a lot of scammers pretending to be artists, pretending to be other artists who they are not. So we check out your initial artwork. We make sure you're an artist, and that takes time. It might take 2 days, it might take a week, it might take 10 days. It depends on what the backlog is, and sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. But once you're done, once you are finished with that, what happens is you immediately get a smart contract dedicated to you. We call it the vault. And from there, it's smooth sailing. You can consign as much as you want, whenever you want. All right. And when you do that, when you consign your work, it immediately shows up in our global search, which is search.vitruvio.xyz. That's what I was showing you earlier. So, and from there, anyone can discover it. And when they click on it, they can buy it going to our store listing page. We don't have the full store up yet, but we have the listing pages up. And that's what I'm going to be doing today when I buy your artwork. Again, these things are all in beta. So not everything is 100% functional, but whatever is there works well. And we try to make it usable and high quality. So you're probably wondering, Nick, one of the commitments that you make is that artists don't do any marketing on Vitruvio. That is 100% true. We want artists to only create on their art. Focus on that. You do zero marketing. We're going to do that for you. And so search is the foundation element of that. We are building lots of different distribution and marketing and promotion channels. The stacks that you're seeing are just a taste, just a little tiny taste of what is coming. But we are building a marketing machine for artwork. That's what's going to happen. And you absolutely do not need to promote your own artwork. You do not need to do any marketing. Just keep on creating artwork. That's all you need to do with Vitruvio. It's going to take us some time. Like I said, it's an evolving thing, but we will get there, and you will see how our strategy works to create essentially distribution channels for your artwork using new avenues to monetize, not just NFTs. So you'll see that. So anyway, that's the artwork workflow. And now let's look at the post-sales artist workflow. So imagine that even today, I go through, I'm going to collect your artwork. What happens? Well, what happens is that the sale funds get deposited into this creator vault. I told you, every artist, every creator on Vitruvio has their creator vault. And the funds go into the vault and sit there using the current USDC to wrapped Vitru exchange rate. So you'll see this WVitru a lot in Vitruvio. You're probably wondering why. Well, you've seen WETH, right? WETH, wrapped ETH. Wrapped Vitru is just like that. It's really important because Vitru is a protocol that does rebasing. In simple language, it means it has compound interest built right into the protocol. And as a result, we can't list Vitru in exchanges, etc. And so we have a simpler version of it called wrapped Vitru. And that's what you use when you deal with exchanges. So you see wrapped Vitru only when you're dealing with an exchange, whether it's a DEX or a centralized exchange, you see wrapped Vitru. Otherwise, it's just plain Vitru. Anyway, the sale funds are deposited into your vault, and then you have a claim button. You can hit that button anytime you want. Initially, we had a waiting period that is no longer there. You do not have to wait. You hit that claim button whenever you want, and the Vitru goes from your vault into your wallet. And at that point, you can do whatever you want with it. All right. So that's basically the post-sales artist workflow. And what I want to do today is to help educate you on some of the things that we have in the pipeline for you with a mindset of long-term income. We are not focused on having artists do one quick sale and then wait for weeks and weeks and weeks. What we want to do is create a steady state of monetization for you. And part of that is going to come from your artwork sales, but part of that is also going to come from you becoming a little bit savvy in terms of crypto investing. Because as you know, blockchains and crypto are programmable money. And you can create wealth by being smart and using good strategy with the Vitru you earn from your sales. So let's talk about that a little bit. So the first thing you can do with your Vitru is liquidate. Of course, that's the obvious thing that everyone will want to do. I'm going to lay out the procedure for you, but I'm going to tell you that's not what you want to do. So, but I do want to lay out the procedure for you. So the first thing you'll want to do is you will wrap Vitru to at wrap.vitruvio.xyz. The next thing you'll do is you will exchange your wrapped Vitru for USDC.pol. That .pol just means Polygon. So it's USDC on Polygon. So for that, you go to swap.vitruvio.xyz. That's just a DEX. You do that. And once you have your USDC, you can bridge it over to Polygon on USDC.vitruvio.xyz. And from there, you can transfer it to whatever exchange you want and convert to fiat. What are the pros of this? Well, obviously, it converts your artwork sales to fiat currency. But what are the cons? Well, the cons are that we have a circuit breaker in place on wrap Vitru limits. So it controls or governs rather how much you can wrap daily. There's a good chance that you will not be able to wrap because the competition for that is pretty intense. There's people that wait, and there are bots, in fact, that are waiting at that exact time when it resets to wrap immediately. So it's very challenging. But even if you do wrap, it's a moot point because currently, as I've expressed multiple times, there isn't enough liquidity in Vitruvio. We are early in the game right now, and it's going to be 3 to 6 months before there's enough liquidity for everybody once we are on centralized exchanges. We are currently only on a DEX. So the downside, if you liquidate, is that Vitru is gone. You have no long-term income. Think about if you were on Ethereum in the first few months or whatever, and you got a bunch of ETH, and you just immediately converted over for whatever it was, $1.60, whatever it was. And now think about the Ethereum price. If you had held on to it, how much more profitable it would have been. Think like that. The Vitru you're getting right now is extremely valuable. It is an L1 blockchain cryptocurrency. I would hold on to it. I would not liquidate it because you should think about liquidation on other platforms, Ethereum, etc. Any Vitru you earn right now, I would hold on to it or I would invest it. I would definitely not liquidate it. Okay. So what other things you can do? Well, if you do hold on to it, if you do nothing, if you just let the Vitru stay in your wallet, guess what? Because the blockchain rebases, because there's compound interest, your Vitru will grow 5x in 5 to 7 years. If you do absolutely nothing, you literally just let it sit there. Why is this great? Obviously, you make passive income by doing nothing. You don't have to stake. You don't have to do anything. What's the con? Well, you have to hold on to your Vitru for the rebase income. So the longer, it's just like your savings account in your bank. If you just let the money sit there, it compounds and it grows and you make more money. But if you take it out, you don't make any more compound interest, all right? So that's the rebasing for you. The next thing you could do is you could stake it. So staking is basically where you say, here's my Vitru, lock it for a certain amount of time. And in return for locking it, at the end of that period, I want more Vitru. So that's essentially staking. And we have a staking coming your way at scope.vitruvio.xyz coming soon. As early as next week, it will be available to you. We have a current staking solution, and we have lots of people who have staked. We are modifying some of the terms of it, and that's why we have to take a step back. So as of next week, you will be able to stake. You'll be able to choose how long you want to stake it for and what interest rate you want. So what are the pros of this approach? Well, the pros are that your Vitru grows by 25 to 50% in as little as 6 months. We'll have longer terms also where you can grow even more. What are the cons? Well, when you have staked your Vitru, you no longer have access to it. It is locked and you can't do anything with it. But while it's locked, it is growing both from the rewards, the interest from the staking, and from the rebasing. So you got a double growth going on there. The next thing you could do is join the Vibe Creator Equity Pool. What is Vibe? Vibe is Vitruvio Income Building Engine. So we allocated 1 million Vibe tokens for the entire ecosystem. Each token represents a share of revenue in the blockchain. We allocated 350,000 of them for the community to stake and get, and they're all gone now. So now all that remains is an equity pool. An equity pool is basically one in which you can put your Vitru in, and now you get a share of revenue every time the blockchain makes money. So, for example, whenever anyone else sells their artwork, you make money. Whenever the blockchain makes money, Mike talked about Vortex. When we make money on Vortex, you make money. So that's the advantage of the creator equity pool. What are the pros? You make passive income forever. The Vibe creator equity pool is for the life of the blockchain. It is forever. What are the cons? You cannot keep your Vitru. So you deposit, you essentially buy into the creator equity pool, and then you can claim your revenue as it happens every day. You can hit a claim button and you can claim revenue. So those are the ways in which those are the things you can do with Vitru that are different from just flipping and selling and doing that. So Mike, I'll give you an opportunity to talk also about this matter.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah, I think when you look at Vitruvio, you have to think of it as a multi-tiered approach to what to do with your artwork. If you're a full-time artist and you rely solely on your income from your art, you may have to diversify your strategies here for a little bit. Take some artwork, put it on Vitruvio, and then reinvest that into the ecosystem. And that way you can partake in all of these different multiple streams of income and really use that as like an investment account or a savings account, retirement account, that sort of thing, while you continue to market your artwork on other marketplaces until we have enough liquidity in order to generate that here. There's a very, very short window with Vitruvio, with the collector credits that we have, and also the VUSD that's going to be coming out shortly, where we've granted over 3,000 to 6,000 community members. Many of them have a lot of credits in order to buy artwork. And this gives you a very short period within probably the next 3 to 6 months in order to sell as much artwork as you possibly can to fund this retirement income account that you can use to increase your Vitruvio holdings. The great thing is that the share price right now, or the price of Vitruvio, is low right now because we haven't yet gone to market. So this allows you to accumulate a lot of Vitruvio before we go into the centralized exchange launch within, let's say, 90 days is kind of the target that we're looking for. We have a very low circulating supply for a tier 1 blockchain. We actually have the same or very similar circulating supply to Ethereum. That's why you see such a large price for Ethereum, is because they have a low circulating supply. That's why it's in the 3,000s, where other blockchains that have billions of tokens, let's say, their price is only around $5 or 50 cents or $7, $20, that sort of thing. So we have a 20 million circulating supply, 60 million that we're going to market, and that is very, very low for a tier 1 blockchain. What that means is that as more people come into the ecosystem, the share price has an opportunity to grow quite rapidly. So we encourage you to diversify in multiple revenue streams with Vitruvio in order to diversify your holdings. That's kind of the best strategy, is to do a short-term, long-term, keep some liquid, do the staking, do the creator equity pool, and then continue to market for that immediate cash that you need on some of these other marketplaces. That way you're diversified among a lot of different strategies for your career, and grow with us. That's really what we want to encourage you to do, is participate, try to get the vision on what we're trying to do, is really create a space specifically for creators and create long-term revenue for the space. So just keep that in mind. Build a strategy that's both, again, liquid, short-term, medium-term, long-term. You'll be in a much better place in 2 to 5 years. If you jump in while the price is low. Yeah.
Great. Thanks, Mike. Pam, do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah. I just want to say, I'm really glad that you're going through these steps. Get these slides from you later, Nick, so I can make them available for creators to see in a nice, succinct explanation of what the opportunities are. And I think you explained it really well. I think it's one of those things that it would be great to just keep reinforcing. So I'm happy to do that on Spaces, or we'll do this every Thursday too. But yeah, I think the what Mike described as far as like diversifying is a good idea. I think keeping in mind that selling a piece of artwork, even today, like you're going to buy a whole bunch of art today, a lot of artists are going to have an opportunity to like really experience this firsthand about what those options are and what to do next. So we're ready for helping. All the mods are standing by and ready to help you with any questions that you have. So yeah, that's my main thing.
Absolutely. All right. So now let's go into the part that I know everyone is here for and excited. So we can do that. But first, I just want to share how we did the curations for today. So on Vitruvio Search, you have this little feature here called Curate Stack. What I'm going to do here is hit this group by creator and uncheck it. So now I have individual artworks. I don't have them grouped anymore. And when you turn on this Curate Stack feature, what you do is you go into essentially what I call checkbox mode or shopping cart mode. What you're doing at that point is you're choosing artworks that you want in your shopping cart. So I'm going to choose here a few. Let's go. And you can use any of the search features, the filter features, etc., to do that. There are no restrictions on what you need to do. So far, I've got 4 selected here. Let me go ahead and select a couple more. Here we go. So these are pretty arbitrary. Now, the idea here is not necessarily for you as the artist to do this, but it is for curators. And we define the term curators pretty loosely. It can be professional curators, but what we are also looking at is to use the same strategy that is used by retail giants such as Amazon with a very successful affiliate marketing strategy. That's what we are bringing. So what we want to do is create thousands of channels through which your artwork is distributed worldwide to a very large audience. The current model of marketplaces is that someone sees your artwork on social media and comes to the marketplace. But you know what? Most people are not on social media. And if they're probably not on X all the time looking at your posts, etc. And they certainly are not coming and browsing marketplaces. What we need to do is get your artwork in front of people where they are, at different blogs, at different Instagram, things like that. We need to get people also to be looking at artwork that matches their interests. So if I'm into I don't know, beaches or whatever, I'm interested in artwork about beaches. I don't necessarily care about lots of other artwork. So we want to do that matching a little bit. And the Curate Stack mechanism is intended to address that need. So when you curate it, you're going to see this here, and you can rearrange the artworks however you want. And then you can log in with your email. That's it. No wallets, no cryptocurrency, nothing. This is very simple for anyone in Web2 to do. Just log in with their email, and there'll be a code. I'm going to wait for it on my phone here. I love doing this live because sometimes it takes a little bit longer, and I'm like, come on, code, let's go. But usually it's there pretty quickly. And there it is. Okay, I got it. So I'm going to sign in. I'm going to just type it in because it's on my phone there. All right, so now I'm signed in, and now I can do publish stack. So when you do publish stack, you're going to see this UI. I'm going to increase it a little bit so you can see it better. So you give your stack a name. So I'm going to call this next demo. There's a field here called curator fee. It's currently fixed at 10%. This feature is about to be implemented. It will be soon, where when someone uses your stack and makes a purchase, like for example, today, I'm going to use all your stacks to buy. Whoever was the curator would make 10% on that. That is a hefty and very lucrative thing to do. If you want to promote and if you want to curate, go right ahead. Now, down below here, you see tabs. You see 2 tabs, video and grid. Now, those of you who are used to platforms like WordPress, etc., and understand how plugins work on those systems, they allow you to enhance things. Now, imagine the same thing in these stacks here. We have 2 right now. Imagine there are 200 of these. There are 2,000 of these. Different ways to visualize this set of 6 artworks that I've chosen. We're going to create web galleries. We're going to do PDFs. We already have video. We're going to have more types of videos. We're also going to have in-room visualization. We're going to have 3D, just you name it, we're going to do it. And not only that, we're going to make it a plugin system so developers can build their own stacks and plug them right into Vitruvio. Why we do that? Because there isn't one single way that people consume artwork. There are many different ways. And we have the rich media capabilities in our browsers, our phones, our iPads today to make that possible. And so with these, we'll make it possible to have your art discoverable in many different ways. So for today's challenge, I asked everyone to use grid, and which essentially makes a 2x2, a 3x3, or a 4x4 grid. And I asked people to use this 3x3 one, the one in the center, to create essentially a stack with 9 artworks. And then I asked everyone to post it on X and also fill out a form and post the link. So what we're going to do today is take those published stacks and see what the experience is like from someone consuming the stack. The basic experience is when you click on the link, search becomes filtered with only your stack elements. That's it. So it allows you to look at them and individually decide which ones you want to buy. Now, one of the coolest features that we are going to introduce soon is for you to buy that entire stack with one click. That is going to be amazing because you can have a curator curate artworks for you. I do this all the time. I have curation challenges, and I sit through the mundane task of clicking through hundreds of sign buttons, etc. But gosh, with one button buy of it's basically a shopping cart at that point, right? So the curation becomes a shopping cart. All right, so we're gonna leave this there, but instead what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and group by creator here again, and I'm gonna go to the spreadsheet. Now, I had my dear friends here, Mike and Pam, do some homework on this. So this is the submission. Let's see where, oh my gosh, we ended up with 108 curations. I think we ran out of time checking them all out. But what I did was we went through here and we marked in red some of the ones that didn't work or were videos, because we specifically asked for a grid today. So anything that was a video, we skipped. Anything that was a link that was posted that was not to the stack was also excluded. That's the red rows you see there. Now, the yellow rows are Pam. So Pam selected a few of these, and purple is Mike. So like we did last time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of these. I don't believe we will have time to go through all of these today, but that's okay. We will continue with the same curated list next week. In fact, we can keep adding to it. We will continue. But today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of Pam's. I'm going to go through some of Mike's and buy those. And then I'm going to go through some of the ones they have not selected. And I'm going to check them out and decide if I want to buy those. So good luck, everybody. Let's have some fun. Mike, Pam, before we get started, do you have any insights you want to share on what you saw from the curations? Pam first.
Yeah, sure. So I did my own curation too, and so I could feel like get in the mode with all the other creators who are going through this process. And I found that I could tell that some curators were like, okay, let me try to go with some sort of theme or some sort of like, curation has a little bit to do with the person who's doing the curation as well as what, the artists who they're choosing. And so what I was drawn to was people who I could tell were kind of going for, they were using those filters. They were using probably some of the sliders and all, to narrow in the price so that they knew they were getting the right price. So like people who followed the directions, great. That was good. That was first order of business. But then people who like curated a theme or a feeling or, against something that it felt cohesive. those are the ones that I tended to go for. And I could not get through the whole list, so I'm really glad to hear that we're going to be able to revisit the list, and be able to like keep this going.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike, any comments from you?
Yeah, I actually echo what Pam was saying, that it's really interesting when you're going through somebody else's selections, you learn something about the person that's curating that stack. What things are they attracted to? And sometimes you will see uh, it looks like a collection, of similar artists. And that's always interesting because art speaks to people differently. And so you get to know a little bit about the artist as well as the person that's actually curating the artwork. So very similarly, when you go into an art gallery, the curator of the art gallery or the curator of a museum has the challenge of, how do I make something very cohesive yet different? And there's a balancing act there. So I actually appreciated a lot of the stacks that I went through, and I selected ones that I liked, which is a whole nother bottle, because now I'm measuring the curation and I'm also measuring the artist. And so it's a fun exercise.
Yeah, that's great. I'll just state for the record, like I state every time, I am not a seasoned collector. I have no art education. I just go by what looks pretty and interesting to me. That's it. And I'm also what one would consider a budget collector. In fact, I don't call myself a collector. I consider myself an art catalyst. My goal is to give as many artists as possible their first sale ever, and really get something in the sub $500 range. But that's not a hard and fast rule. I always go over, but I try and collect from as many artists as possible. And that's what I've done on Ethereum. I have over 8,000 NFTs there. And on Vitruvio, I'm committed to really being everyone's first collector. If I can be that, that is my honor and my privilege. And so yeah, let's get going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to randomly go through a few yellows and purples first, and I'm just going to make a go no go decision. There's nothing personal. I know artists are take this stuff very very. It's just a spur. This is a fast thing. We're going to go through it. Don't take it personally, please. I'm just trying to collect as many as possible in this time. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mark a Y or an N in this column E for the ones we have seen, so we don't revisit them. And we'll just go through that. So good luck, everybody, and let's just go. So let's start with this one here, one from Pam. Here we go. All right, so this is the cool feature of the stack. Is you notice that it came up immediately with 9 artworks there. Now, one of these has already sold. That's possible from the time someone curated that it got picked up. And this is Pam's work. Pam, and Mike, I don't think we have enough time to discuss each of these in detail, so we're just going to whiz through them very, very quickly. In this case, I think this is an excellent curation, so I'm going to go for it. And let's go and see how quickly we can do this. This is
that's cool.
This is going to be a little interesting and challenging, but I'm going to keep those tabs open and just multitask as fast as I can.
Yeah, while you're doing that, Nick, I can just say this is a curation that I felt brought me to new places around the world that I don't see very often in the things that I come across online. So I felt like this was a really interesting collection of artworks that in a lot of different styles and a lot of different parts of the world that, like I said, brought something new to me. This is a really cool way to discover art.
While I'm doing this, it's updating with the marks, etc. So it's reordering. So this is even more challenging.
Oh man!
But fun.
You can make it. Yeah, we need that fun. Buy all button, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a 5-second block time, so it's pretty fast.
That's very fast.
Yeah. So if I could click all of them, and this is where I would have loved that buy, just one button buy. It's coming. it's coming, and I'm gonna be the number one user of that feature. There, will just send me a stack and I'll buy it. Kind of. Here we go. So in case you want to see what happens here, we should see it in one of these. Here we have the confetti and all of that, and artwork's been added to my collection, etc. So where can you see these artworks? Well, currently you can see what you purchase in Scope. So Scope is our main app for looking at everything. So you can go to artwork there and you can see. So you can see there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm missing 2. Well, one was already purchased, so I can't get it. I think this is the one I was missing, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that's the one. And bam, I think that is it. So it'll end up being 8. Yep, that's it. All right, we have done the first curation here. Congrats to all. And right now, what you're going to see is if you just go to the main search page, you can see that it's already updated the recent ones. There you go. It updated real time while I'm buying it. So congrats to all the artists. You can now go into your studio and the claim button will have lit up, and you can claim the funds and transfer them into your wallet. So there we go. That is curation stack number 1. We'll clean up here, and now it's time for a purple. So let's go. I need to make sure that I mark this one as yes. That's done. And now let's go to, how about this one here? We'll go to this one. Here we go. All right. Wow. Mike, this is a good, well, the curator is, who curated this? Let's see. RAOXXOAR. Oh, that's a palindrome. Very nice username. And Mike, that's a good selection here. I want this. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
So
I liked all these pieces.
Rinse, repeat, and go. Fast, 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 fast. I'll just go in order so I don't misclick.
Actually, Mike, when I was curating, I found some that I marked as my choice because I thought, oh, this is, Mike would like this because they had like surrealist pieces in it or something. So it was interesting to hear your comments last week. But what is your, I mean, I can see so much beauty in this art, but was there something specific that you were attracted to?
Yeah, so I think anything that evokes emotion to me is amazing art, and that's subjective, but something that makes me think. And then I also have the technical side, great use of color, composition, use of lighting, you know, things like we talked before, like leading lines and patterns and things that make me think of memories, you know, a lot of those things. And what's funny is whenever you look at a piece of art, you can scan by, you can walk in a gallery and just walk at, you know, 3-4 miles an hour, not really paying attention to anything. And then suddenly you stop and you look at this one piece and you're trying to understand what it is that this journey that you're going on, and you're trying to figure it out. And a lot of times it's a memory, or it's a dream or a hope, or it brings out a hidden desire that you have in your own heart, and you're trying to figure it out. It's a little heady, but I know that that's why art is incredible, is because there's a connection that's made. Yeah.
Guys, I have to pat myself on the back. I think that's the fastest anyone has ever purchased 9 artworks. Wham! Done.
Wait till we get the bio. So Nick, I know you have a budget for today, so we better keep going because you I don't think you hit your budget yet.
Oh yeah, not even close. Yeah, we're gonna get. Keep me honest, yeah.
Keep shopping.
Just go by.
No, congratulations to all those artists, though. As we were going by, and I'm sorry we don't have time to talk to each one of them, but I do want to mention, Nick, while you're choosing your next one, that there is a community art share space on Sunday mornings, or Sunday at 11:30 Eastern. So that might be morning for some, evening for some. that is run by some of the community members, Mystique, Southern Fried, a few others that attend that. I was able to pop in last week for about an hour and really love talking with the artists. But that's a place for us all to get to know each other and talk about our art. And collectors would be really welcome to join that too, to have that special connection, build connections to those people on a more personal basis. So I'm sorry we're rushing through this, but the idea is to shop.
I'm definitely in. Sunday was travel day for me. I was traveling back to the US, and so I couldn't make the last one, but I'll definitely be there on this one.
Are you still shopping right now? Did you just choose another one?
Yeah, I chose one of yours, and I'm going through. Pam, get with the program. This is.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, this is a blitz.
Oh, we didn't even.
A blitz means you
I was just trying to fill the space, like.
You move super fast.
Okay, so someone is asking, and someone is asking for the link to the space. So I'm wondering if either Mystique or Southern could share the link, or look for Mystique NFT on X. And she's the one who hosted last week. I don't know if she'll host this week, but you'll be able to find the space then. So a little bit of homework, go find the link. If we can't share it in the chat today, you can find it over on the Telegram or the Discord chat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the link, sorry, to share with you.
Nick, Pam, I actually have to get going. I have to jump into a meeting really quick, but I wanted to thank you so much to all the artists for jumping on the space and contributing your incredible artwork. It was an absolute joy to go through, and thank you so much for your submissions. We're more than happy to support. Definitely want to encourage you to circle back with Pam on the investment portion on what to do with this Vitru. That way you can support the blockchain, support other creators, and earn potentially a lifetime of revenue. So thank you so much. But I have to get going, guys.
Thanks, Mike. We'll see you again tomorrow.
You guys are awesome. Great show today. Okay, we'll see you guys. Bye.
All right. The Blitz continues. By the way, I see on X all the time people posting, hey, thanks to the collector who purchased my artwork. And I'm like, it's me. But I don't say, guys, know that my if you see ABBA, 0x ABBA, that's me. All right. So that's my that's the special address I got for buying on Vitruvio. It's 0xABBA, channeling Dancing Queen and other cool tracks from there. So all right, that is number 3. We went through that also. Now it's time for another purple. So we'll do one of Mike's here. And let's go. Wow. All right. Interesting.
So this is cool. Mike chose one that I curated. So
oh, nice.
He said he did it without knowing, but yeah. So
this one's already sold.
That was sold already.
Right. That's one of yours. All right, let's go. Pam, congratulations.
Well, thank you, Nick. Glad to be in your collection. With these, I was really going for like a mood overall with the use of color and sort of the tones being sort of muted and emotional. And it's different for me because people who've seen some of my other work see that I love bright colors, but I was really testing myself to go with these moody, misty kind of look. And I thought it was really cool. And I had enough chance to go through some other curations, and I see several common pieces that other people chose as well. This is one of them. The Ray and Charlie stories, I love those. Those are popping up in several different people's curations, as is the, I think it's called Painters in Love. That one I saw a lot. Birds in My Room, I saw a lot. So I think it's really cool to see how art appeals to more than just a single person.
Yeah. And guys, I'm whipping through these because it is a blitz, but please don't take that as I'm not paying attention to the art. I actually take in a lot of detail very quickly. I'm a very visual person, and I grok all of these. In fact, when I collect on spaces, etc., I make very quick decisions. For me, most of the time, any buy decision for any artwork I've chosen, the maximum time I've taken is probably 20 seconds. But usually on average, I make decisions for buy, no buy in 10 seconds. And so this is par for the course for me. So there we go. One more here. Let's go into scope and check out our updated portfolio here. Boom. Nice. This is great. And by the way, I want to thank Team Brazil for updating these features very rapidly in the past couple of days and making it work, especially the group buy feature, which was not easy to do. So kudos to them. All right, our Blitz continues now. Which one did we just do, Pam? I think we
you did the purple one that had my name as the curator. So you can put a yes on that one.
So Rohan was asking, what are these odd colors? Is it just
I answered that in chat, but I marked those in that color with the not yellow, the off yellow, sort of brown. Those were they were good curations, but they were 16, a grid of 16 instead of a grid of 9.
Okay.
So
let's just go with the first 9.
Yeah.
And, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
So G Giant says the team in Brazil are superhuman. I would say yes, they are legendary superhumans. So you know what I can do from here is I can pick
several of them are already purchased. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes it easier indeed. Yeah.
All right.
Let's do this. No ID known. Yes.
If there's a case where maybe there's 2 artists, I can't tell in this screen if there's. You're going so fast. So I know that when Nick puts out his instructions, read those carefully and make it to the Blitz.
One of the only gripe I have with artists is that people don't follow instructions. For example, one of the things I always put on the form is a Twitter handle. It's a very simple thing. I provide an example at your Twitter username, but I get 4 different variations. I get ones without at, I get ones with at, I get some people pasting in their profile URL, and then I get people typing in their whole name and all of that. And what it does, it makes it impossible to automate things. And so what I'm going to do moving forward is be a little bit hard-nosed about these things and say, yep, sorry, you didn't follow the directions, and so it's rejected. And because paying attention to detail on these things is kind of important, because you make extra work for people when you don't follow those directions. So from next time onward, we'll reject anyone that does not follow the directions explicitly, because I try and make them very, very detailed and very clear. Oh, the Great Wave. This is my favorite. So here we go. All right. So that is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's do this one. Southern Fried has a bunch in there, so they're duplicated. Yeah, let's do that one. And we'll call it that for that curation. Congratulations to everybody.
Congratulations.
This is crazy, but this is fun. Blitz it is.
It is a Blitz.
Yeah. All right. So that is one more in the bag, so to say. And let's see. So we'll say yes to that one. I think I'm going to do now one of mine, meaning one that has not yet been curated by either of you, just for fun. So should I go with someone I know and see what they've come up with? I think I can do that since the names are up here. So let's see what we got here.
While you're looking, the next space for the community art share, you've got the banner up there, but it's on Sunday, the September 8th. So it's not every Sunday, but it's September 8th is the next one. So we'll be on the lookout for that. We'll all share that link around. But
this is a good observation. So guys, while I'm buying this, so those who already hold Vibe tokens, they are probably seeing this counter move up. Because revenue is coming in. So that's the beauty of Vibe. It doesn't matter if it's your artwork or someone else's. When the platform has a sale, you make money. That's really, really good. All right. So what I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
do is I'm going to go back here. Where was I? So I'm going to go with, let's see, I'm going to go with Jen. So I met Jen in Bombay. She's a good artist. Let's go, Jen. Let's see what you got. All right. So Jen's got some pretty nice designs. I mean, nice artworks. I like them, and they are well within my budget. So I say go. What do you say, Pam?
I'd say go. Yeah.
All right,
I,
let's
I've
go.
seen I've seen several of these again like pop up in other curations too. So um, I think you're making good choices.
All right, Jen. Thank you.
I know it's hard to talk and click at the same time, but I really enjoyed seeing that photo of you with all the artists that you met in, while you were
Yeah,
traveling in India.
we had a fun little dinner. I had intended for it to be a meetup, but
Mm,
as is symbolic of the space, a lot of artists have basically um, taken a sabbatical, if you will, because I know they're going to be back.
mhm,
So I don't want to say they left the
mhm,
space. They're taking a
right.
sabbatical, but they'll be back, and Vitruvia will be one of the key factors in bringing them back. I feel so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, all right. Hey, Gateway of India. I like it.
I like that series protagonist. I've been intrigued with that one, seeing all the different um, color shadings on it and trying to understand that. That'll be one. It'd be nice to hear from the artist in the X space and
Yeah.
hear more about it.
All right. That does that
How's the
curation.
Blitz going so far?
Lim, the Blitz is going great. Let's see where we are. I think I just whipped through 9K. That was, but you know what? We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
see.
so
Let's see our. There we go. There's my updated portfolio with the new selections I just made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Yeah, nine it is. All right.
and Gus made a good point as when you started, how much the vibe, uh, how much was on our vibe counter, and just imagine, with all the transactions going on, when the Vortex game gets going and all those game transactions are happening, that's when vibe's really gonna uh, make you happy.
Yeah, let's go see where are we at now? 10, 5, 7, 7, 8, right? So 10, 6, 0, 4, 2. Yep. This is nice. This is really nice. All right. So let's go back to one of yours now.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That yellow one that's kind of below, like out by itself. I think that might be one that I marked that had some beautiful nude art in it. Sort of toward the
okay.
bottom of your
You see?
screen. I believe I might be wrong. I had put a comment on it, but I know I was like Mike started from the bottom of the list. Oh nope, it's a different one. But this is a beautiful curation as well. Um,
Maybe it's this one.
maybe it's that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this had some very beautiful
Yeah. Let's go.
figure art in it. Yeah. Um, I know someone was asking about it's there's a filter that you can hide nudity on the search function. So if you're concerned about having nude art show up on your screen, depending on where you are or what you want to see, you can easily click that and nudity will be hidden. But um, that's a personal choice. So. But I thought these works were really beautiful, and you bought one from one of these artists last week as well. The screen is so small I can't tell the name. I should increase this size here so I can see. Hang on one second, but you'll get to it. This
Hey,
piece I really
I'm
love.
getting good at this. I might even be able to
The
convince
work,
someone that
yeah.
I've done this before.
This is the work you bought one from this artist last week as
Wow.
well.
Okay. Ooh, this one
Yeah.
is saying error. That's the first error we got today. I wonder why.
Oh, let's try
Interesting.
again.
Yeah, there's an issue with this one. All right. Well, we'll keep
Well,
going on.
get back to that.
All right. And there we go. Good. So let's go back to our artworks. Yep, those all locked in beautifully. I'll try that one more time, but I'm pretty sure there's some issue with it. Wonder what? But we'll find out.
Okay. And JBR Visuals asked, can we do this
Yeah,
every
right
week,
now.
please?
Yeah, that's the plan. This is the plan. I have committed to collecting $700,000 of artwork by December 31st. And instead of trying to do it daily, etc., because I don't really have the bandwidth, I find it easier to do it weekly, and it's much more fun to do it as a party live. So every week, every Thursday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. UTC, I'm over here collecting until we get to $700,000.
You have a ways to go.
I have a ways to go. So today is so far we just crossed the 10K threshold. I had committed to doing 10K on X. So let me do a public poll here. Who thinks I should keep going? Or who thinks that this
What
is
do we
enough?
need? How do we vote?
Immediately. Please let me know in comments if I should keep going or if I should stop. Let's see. Oh, so far no comments. Okay, I guess we'll stop it then. Oh, one says keep going. Okay.
Here we go. Keep going.
Go. All right. Okay. So now we're gonna keep going. All right. I think I have to listen to people here. You know, it's a community thing, community blockchain. I have to listen to the community, and so we'll go. Okay. So we'll choose one of Mike's now,
Okay.
and let's go with this one here. Let's see what you got. Whoa! Wow! This is killer. I love it.
Wow.
And two are already sold.
Yeah, and one of those is one of those like converging lines, the leading lines that I know you like.
Yeah.
You mentioned that last week. I'm sure someone put that in there because they were like, oh, he's going to buy it, but it's already sold.
Yeah, it's good. Bam. Another wave.
Yes.
Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to double our budget, okay?
Double the budget.
And we're going to go till we run out. So that means we will have done a 20K buy today, which I think, like last week we were doing singles, so that was slower with these curations doing the whole thing, so it's a little faster.
I'm going to take a quick minute and post on X so people know that the budget just got doubled.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Whoa. All right, done. Wow. Wow. My collection is looking stupendous. I love it. And what are we up to here? 24 times. It's 240 artworks. Yeah, we got a long way to go because I said $700,000 and 10,000 artworks. So got a long way to go in and collect these fast. So congratulations to everybody. So this was one of Mike's, was it right? Did we choose one of
purple is Mike, yellow is me.
I just want to.
I think we were on one of mine.
All right, so now it's back to me. It's back to me. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to look through what we got here. Interesting. Now, I'll just be honest. I am not a big fan of pure AI only right now. And I'll tell you why. It's because I've been through the experience myself of creating AI images. And what I'm looking for is more depth beyond just an initial simple prompt. And when I don't see that, I don't go for it. So I have nothing against AI. but I want to see really creative use of AI, because if you're just throwing out a simple prompt, that doesn't excite me. So in this set here, um, I see one that I want, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that one, but I'm not going to grab the whole set. So I'm going to get this one here because I like it. It's interesting. It's got good color balance, and it's got the Tokyo vibe to it, anime vibe to it, kind of. So I like it. I'm going to get that. And oops, what happened here? We got an error minting. Let's try again. All right, we're good now. So we'll just say yes to that one, and we'll put a slash after it to indicate it was partial. Okay. So Pam, do you remember any of these that jump out that you want me to look at now?
Well, I love them all.
Let's
Let's
go with this
see.
one here.
I'm going to get the document up on my screen so I can see it bigger.
Okay.
So 1 second.
Or I'll wait for you.
Okay.
You tell me when.
Let's look at the. Can you see line 8? Let's check that one out.
8. Okay.
Yeah. Lightly shut. I believe it's still the same
Yeah.
line. And
This one. Yeah. Oh
yes. Yeah. Yes. I love these faces.
So
Yeah.
Lighty does face painting, and if she basically, we've got this thing going where I challenge her, and she does something. So like I challenged her to do a Star Trek and some Borg kind of thing, and she did it. The most recent one I challenged her for was negative space, and you won't believe what she came up with. It was just amazing. I collected it right away. I gotta show you. It's amazing. So we'll get to her curation in a second, but here we go. This is the one she did. Uh, I said I challenged her to do negative space. And this is negative space, and it's just
Oh, wow.
amazing. Amazing.
That's
So,
cool.
very creative, very cool. And at first, I thought she painted her eye, and then I realized it's just shut. But it's still amazing, and it has a little bit of a Mac Finder esque vibe to it, you know. But the negative space usage on it is just very, very, very cool. So congrats, Lighty, on first of all doing that, and then um, for being part of my collection. I'm honored and appreciative of that. And let's not waste any time, and let's go through your curation.
Yeah. So when you're done with that one, and JBR Visuals mentioned line 76, which is one chosen by Mike, and I just checked it out, and it's amazing too. So when you're done buying this, don't stop buying
we
this
just
one.
hope we don't run out of money. Let's see.
Wait, no.
We got 8,000 to go, so we're good. I think.
Oh, we're good.
All right, lady, your curation hits the mark here. Bam.
All right.
Bind
Yeah,
Blitz.
I
Bind
thought that was really well done, and introduced me to so many new artists too. You know, that's what has been so fun about this.
So, guys, I'll tell you a little secret. I have a evil master plan. Oh, it's not at all evil, actually. It's a great master plan. I intend to have other art appreciators and collectors on here doing the same thing with me live. So it's not just me doing the collecting; it's other people doing it also. So it's going to be fun.
That is fun. I wonder if they can go as fast as you.
Well, once we put that one button, buy the whole stack.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm glad I set this at 9 because they are a bit large. Maybe next one we'll do them at 4 or something like that.
Yeah.
I love these, lady. They are very good. And
so your next stop is line 76 to check those out and see what you think.
Oh, you know what? I closed these before it hit the mint thing. So let's just confirm that they actually did
put that
get minted. Because I don't want... so that's a little slow there. What's going on? Something's going on. Let's make sure we're good. So these are failing for some reason. Pum, 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 pum. I wonder why. Let's check it out, guys. Right, I suspect. Yeah, these are all failures in a row. So something's going on. We'll have to troubleshoot it a little bit, but that's cool. We can do that. I think I know what's going on. Give me a moment here. I will troubleshoot and come up with a solution. All right. So meanwhile,
Sure.
Pam, if you don't mind sharing your screen and going through some of the curations,
Sure.
it'll only take me a minute, and I will be able to troubleshoot and solve this problem.
Okay.
And then we can keep going.
I have to learn how to share screen on this new thing here.
Yeah, there's a
away.
present
Okay, guys.
button at the bottom of your yeah.
Gotcha. Present. Share screen. We'll see what it's going to share. Oh, yeah. We'll share this. Hey, guys. Real-time learning here. Okay. I'm so curious to see what Mike chose, too. So we can go. Did you already go to line 76?
Yeah.
I don't think you did.
All right. I have identified the problem, and I can fix it. It'll take me just 2 to 5 minutes, between 2 to 5 minutes to fix the problem. And then we'll be back in business.
Okay. Meanwhile, can you, oh, wait. It's sharing that. I'm looking on my monitor, but it's not sharing the next tab over. So let me see if I can fix that.
It's not working?
No, it's when I clicked, it's not showing my search.
Oh, because you're sharing one window, and it's probably opening up in a different window. And
gotcha.
So you have to share a screen.
So let me, okay. 1 second, guys. Stop screen. Let's share. I'll share a different. There we go. Okay, this is the curation that was from line 76 that JBR Visuals was talking about, and I think this is one that you're going to really like too. Each one of these has a connection between multiple figures, like whether they are human figures or animal figures, or in one case, a figure in the midst of a group. Like this one is very fascinating. A lot of different items together, but I wish JBR had a chance to tell us about the curation, but I think Mike has such a good eye for artful pieces. I'm pretty sure that's why he marked this as one of his favorites.
All right, Pam, I'm back in business. I've solved the problem.
Right.
And we are back in business. So I'm gonna share my screen again.
I'll stop screen. Should I stop? That's what I need
yes,
to do.
please.
Okay.
So we have to do a do-over on the Lighty one. So I purchased one as a test. So I'm just gonna go through and do all of these again, and this time they will work, and it will be fine. So here we go. Blitz again. Blitz.
So while you're doing that, for all the artists who have had their work collected by Nick today, when you sign in to Studio, that's where you can connect your wallet and claim the Vitru. Is that right?
That's correct.
That'll be the steps that you take. So when you sign into Studio, you just sign in with your email. You'll get the email code to put in, and that each time you sign into Studio, that's the way you do it. It keeps it secure. So you sign in with your own email with a special code that's generated each time, and then up at the top right corner, you'll see a place to connect your wallet, and then the claim button will be there. And in your wallet, since you're already in the Vitruvio system, you'll just want to make sure that the right network is chosen. And I think if the wrong one is chosen, it'll suggest like switch from one crypto to the other. But what is going on? Oh, you got them all?
You got them
Yay.
all. Yes.
Awesome.
So after that brief intermission in real time, we fixed the problem, and our Blitz continues. All right. So we'll go with the one you're suggesting.
Yes, that's line 76. And then we can, I'll try to find some more.
I first got to put a yes next to this one. Bam. Yeah. By the way, everyone has access to the spreadsheet. If you go to my X post and look, the link is there. So you can be looking at this also at the same time. All right. 76. Mike has chosen that one. And let's go. Yeah. Wow.
I think these are beautiful works. And they go nicely together. I can see.
Yeah, I'm gonna go backwards on this one. I'm gonna start with the last one and then move forward, just to add a little variety. Nothing special there. JBR Visuals, here's yours. Congratulations.
I was getting. I just discovered this series of art during this curation, and I loved the way that these pieces were, I think, named after speed car, like race cars or very fast cars. Some of them.
Zach is the most prolific artist on Vitruvio. He has over 900 consignments already done. Yes, you heard me right. 900.
Wow.
It's amazing.
So I was right. Yes, these pieces are named after very fast race cars. I chose one of them too in my curation, and I learned about new cars.
Good. That's amazing. That's good.
She says it's a metaphor for race cars and love. And I guess race cars make your heart beat really fast. And I'm pretty sure love does that too, right? For most.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there you go. A little bit of raising the pulse. We need to find another one for you, right?
I'm gonna
go for one of yours. Okay.
Yeah. I can't let you guys have all the fun. Some would argue that I am having the fun right now. Yes, I understand that. It is not lost on me. Congratulations to everyone so far. Okay, who's it gonna be? Any? Let me see if I. You know what? Why not Vivek? The one I got selected right here. Vivek was another artist who actually flew in from South India for our dinner. So there were two people who came in from different cities who flew in, and I'm so appreciative of that. He's a photographer, and he takes excellent action photos, and this is a good curation. And here we go, Vivek. Thank you, and let's get this done.
That's amazing. Yeah, that is that's so cool that he flew in. There's a piece from me. Hey, thanks, Vivek, for putting that in there. Yeah, that's
nice. Where is this?
That's in Hoi An, Vietnam.
I thought so, and that's cool. And Vivida, the mosaics.
Yes.
Crazy detail. I have no idea. Vivida, at some point, I need to have you on one of these and have you show us how you go about creating these mosaic things and the step-by-step process.
I love their work. The mosaic. I spend so much time just like looking at it close, and then when you back up, it just all forms the exact picture. I can't understand how it works. I try over and over again.
Yeah, I definitely need that. And by the way, for those of you who are willing to do it, I'm also gonna invite artists to come here and talk about some of
Yeah.
their art, etc. This Thursday is a party, is a Vitruvio artist party. Basically, is what we're talking about. Uh, I could do that, but today we are doing only curations, so we are not choosing independently here. We're choosing only from the curations. Um, so all right, and that one's a Gradient. So Gradient is another cool artist who was there
Mhm.
the dinner here. So
Yeah.
we've selected all of those. So Gus, what we'll do is maybe we'll alternate. We'll do one curation day and one a random day where we go through the filters. Like last week we did filters, so today is curation day, curator day rather, and let's just make sure all of that worked properly, and it did. It worked excellently. That's 8. 9 was already chosen. So now I chose one of mine, and so go for it, Pam. What do you
Well,
suggest? I see
let's
apricot.
see.
I would like to choose someone who's here. So apricot is here, right? I just saw
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So
I saw
what
Apricot
should I,
too. Did
is that
Apricot
good?
do a curation? Can you
Yeah,
find
the
one
one
on the
I've
list?
selected, 35.
Great. Let's do that.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Oh
Very
yeah.
floral.
This I made a special note on this one when I saw it. It said elegant and flowy.
Elegant and flowy. All right.
I think it was really a beautiful. Yes.
Here we go.
Apricot, can you put a little comment in as to why you chose these works? That would be really cool to hear from you. I know that that they're in chat quite often, helping us, helping point out things that we could notice and address. So I appreciate that so much.
Ah, they say thank you. Tell us more about it. Add some color.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, we were looking for Apricot to show some color. Tell us some more about the choices, but I think it's hard to type so fast when you're.
Yeah, guys, if I'm your first collector, let me know on X. All right, put the image, put the link, etc., and so that I can repost it and give you some more exposure. All right, or actually, not even if I'm your first collector. If I've collected from you, please do post on X and give me a chance to repost that for you. All right, bam, that's done fast. I'm moving too fast. The blitz is blitzing.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, why is it only 8? Was that one sold already?
Yes, there was one sold already.
Okay, got it. Yep.
I believe that's what I saw.
So, Team Brazil, I know you're listening. Just want you to know everything is going smoothly. The problem that occurred was not your fault. It was a smart contract issue, and I resolved it. So, just so you know.
So,
all right. So now back to Mike. Let's see. I think we're I think we are. I know I have to look at my credits, but I think we can probably do 2 or 3 more. So let's go with. I did a JBR visual. Is this 76? I didn't mark it as a Y. There we go. All right. This is Laura Tovar. Let's go with this one here. All right, Laura, you are up. What you got? Oh wow, Laura, this is amazing. Wow.
Beautiful.
And Southern Fried, you find yourself in almost every one of these. That's amazing. Your work is so good. Don't forget to put the Y. But which one? Which one? Where should I have put the Y?
Did you do it on line 76 yet?
I just did it, and I did it on the other one too. I think we are caught up. So Now it's time for this one. Let's go. So I see this question. Thursday, every Thursday, we're gonna do this. We're gonna have buying Blitz every Thursday because I have committed to buying $700,000 worth of artwork by December 31st. So it's going to take us some time to get through that. So every Thursday, show up here at 10 a.m. PST, 5 p.m. UTC. And prior to that, 2 days prior to that, I will have issued the challenge. I will have issued a theme, I will have issued a mechanism, or whatever you have to conform to in order to get your artworks selected here. Uh, wait, what am I? This says insufficient funds. I already ran out.
Oh no! What?
What? Yeah. We have to finish this though. We can't not do this. So let me see if I can transfer some. Give me a moment. Give me a moment here. I will fix this problem. Bear with me. We have had 2 sets of technical difficulties here. This will resolve this issue also. And
so
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying. Well, some people are asking. Well, we get to curate again, and yes, I think people we're gonna
we'll pick up from this.
Days, yeah, a couple of days ahead of time. So be on the lookout for Nick's X post about what the new challenge will be, and try to follow the directions exactly.
And also,
this one involves, like how it's going to be displayed, what the price level was, and all of that. But yeah, go ahead.
Also, I just must warn people that I'm slightly crazy, and you might see a flash blitz, which means a pop-up out of nowhere. We pick up and go. So might do that also. All right, so we're gonna keep going here. Let's see. I don't know. I don't remember if I was going in reverse order or forward order. I was going in reverse order. Okay, so did that. Here we go. Did that.
The flash blitz will be fun.
Flash blitz is where don't inform people much, but just hop on and start doing this. And if you're around, you're around. If you're not, you're not. No big deal. But it's fun. Okay, I think we got caught up here. All right, so guys, it looks like it's going to be a 25K day.
We'll wrap 25K. It up with that,
all right, 25K. we started at 10, and okay, who was this? This was Mike's.
Yeah, yes. The last one was Mike's. Yep.
All right, which one did you want me to do next?
Oh, let's see. Some people are wanting some painting.
Did I do this one already? No, I didn't.
Nope.
Okay, pick one.
Yeah, why don't you do that one?
That one?
Did you?
All right. Give me a second.
I didn't see which one you clicked.
That was this one here. All right. This is mostly all gone already.
It's mostly all purchased. Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll get the remaining ones. I like this one. Nice.
Yeah.
I want to emphasize again to all the artists whose works I'm collecting, please think twice about the things I said earlier today about investing. Because look, we are building this artwork. We are working very, very, very hard to focus on long-term income for you, sustainable income, and just flipping this and trying to cash out, it's probably not the best use of this this capital that is coming your way. I highly recommend that you wait a couple days here. We'll have the creator equity pool rolled out. We'll have the staking ruled out, and then make some smart decisions about it, guys. one of my goals is not just artist income, it's also wealth creation for artists. I live in Silicon Valley, where I know what the formula is for wealth creation. It is about repeat. Software is repeat, right? You make money over and over again by selling the same thing, and that's the model we are bringing to software here. We are going to monetize your artwork in many different ways, and that Vitru you're holding right now, which you might sell off for, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 cents, that will be a travesty. Don't do that, would be
Mhm.
my advice. You are free to do whatever you want, but my strong advice is please reinvest it. It will do you good. Uh, just look at this as sort of a side opportunity that's there. Continue to do your sales or whatever you're doing on Ethereum, etc. Look at this as a long-term income potential here. That's what this is all about, and we are building this for you. We intend to make this very, very successful, and we
Mhm.
need you on this journey with us. I think I got all of them.
Yeah.
Uh, yep, got them all. Okay, great.
So Nick, I don't know
So
how you feel about this. There was one that came in like right at 10 o'clock, right when we were starting the live stream, but I just
there
checked
was
it
no
out. It's
deadline. There was no
okay.
deadline, so
Okay.
that's
So
perfectly okay. But let me
line,
first find
sure.
this one and put a yes. I don't know.
Okay.
Gosh, which one was it? Was it this one? I believe so. Let me just double check. Yep. Okay, that's the right one. Okay, which one do you want me to do?
If you go to the very bottom of the line 109, I just marked it in yellow. I just checked it out. The
Yes.
the artist is, or the artist who curated it is in the room, and I thought it
Yeah,
was a
here
really
is.
cool curation. I thought you would like some of these pieces, and I also
I've collected many artworks from him. He's awesome uh, artist. Love it. Love
and
his work.
I wanted to just also say, when you get a chance to go appreciate all the art that you've just bought, um, do, do you have a chance to do that? Is one question. Because I know a lot of people write, like either poems with their art. I saw that was a mention, and I think that was the one from JBR Visuals. They write a poem to go with each one. Some people write long descriptions, or help the art appreciator understand a little bit more of that what went in it. So, do you ever
I,
get a
I,
chance to
I
enjoy
do.
the behind the scenes part of the art
I
after the
do. And
Blitz?
in fact, one of my challenges is that many times I go to these events, meetups, etc., and people will come up to me and say, "You are my first collector. Thank you so much." Blah blah blah.
Mm,
And I'm like, I have no idea. I said, pull up the artwork on your phone. And once I see it, then it clicks to me. I don't remember names very well. Of course, I haven't
mhm,
seen the people in person, but when they show me the
mhm,
artwork, then it clicks and I know what it is. So I do take the time to browse through, and I make frequent videos where I scroll through my
yeah,
collection, and I do appreciate the little details. People don't realize it because maybe when I'm going through this so fast and all that, but I'm extremely detail oriented, and I look at details quite a bit, and I'm especially drawn to clever artworks. What I mean by that is where I see that there are layers of interestingness to
mhm.
the artwork, where if you pay attention, you see them, and I notice the details very much, the tiny little details. I pay attention to that because I don't know, as a software developer, details are important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's obvious you pay attention to details if you're able to live fix and live code something that's wrong. You're like, oh wait, I see it. Carry on.
Yeah. Well, that comes from speaking at many, many conferences. The best conference sessions I have is where things didn't go as planned and something broke.
Mm,
Because then what you
hmm.
have is an opportunity to debug your code with a live audience there, with the audience helping you, helps you connect with the audience, etc. So sometimes I will confess I have made it where things break intentionally because it is the way to have a really good software session. I despise PowerPoint sessions. I don't go for them, but I love it when we're coding and doing interesting things. And by the way, I don't know if people going into studio noticed on that last tab there that there is a code upload capability. That's because we are going to unlock the ability for you to have complete JavaScript code that actually resides on the blockchain, is served dynamically, and can create generative art. Also, built into Vitruvio right now is augmented reality. We just have to publish the viewer, and we're going to do that very soon. In fact, the first 3 Genesis artists, I already got the augmented reality works from them. The basic way in which the AR part of it works is if you go to the last tab and upload some AR images or video, etc., when someone looks at your artwork through the Vitruvio AR viewer, which by the way will be free. All the others out there are charge you by the number of views and all that. We have none of that nonsense. It's going to be free. When you do that, up pops in augmented reality the additional artwork, whether it's video or images or anything you want. In fact, one of the things that I was experimenting with, and the experiment was quite successful, is to use AR for nudes, where the actual image you see initially is clothed, it's wearing clothes, but when you AR it, the nude one appears. So that makes it safe for showing and promoting everywhere, but you have to augmented reality view it. So
Right.
yeah. So Hader, that was amazing, man. I appreciate it very much. This is very good. Proud to have these artworks. Hey, why is this a duplicate? Oh no, it's not a duplicate. It's the same model, 2 different shots. Yeah, it looked so similar. Yeah, cool.
We're getting some votes for line 92. I just marked it in yellow. It's a Forever Sammy curation that features some traditional art and painting.
So now we're getting votes in real time.
What you think.
I love it. I had not imagined that. That is amazing. Way to go.
I wasn't sure how this was going to go, so we're seeing.
This is a live party. We're just going to have fun and do whatever the heck everyone wants.
You have more money to spend. We'll find places to spend it, right?
Yes, we are going to make Thursdays fun for everybody. Awesome. And we're going to rock the Web3 art world. So, all right. Looks like we have got a few collected here, 3 collected here already. And let's go.
Several of those have been multi-curated.
I think we may run out of funds after this one, but we'll see. If that's the case, then we'll do what Gus said. And Gus, you're going to have to provide us some filter or some keyword, and I'll go put that in. Let's see. Oh, wow. King Kong-esque. Now, I have to go and, I have to go and look at the descriptions on all of these and see what is going on here.
Oh, that's a beautiful piece.
Yeah. So guys, I mean, I'm happy to do just Techbubble art buying and no Blitz, but I think the Blitz makes it kind of fun. If we do it the slow way, it means that Pam and Mike and I are talking about the artwork, expressing, our joy, whatever from it, critiquing it, etc. But with the Blitz, sales. So
that's right. Blitz goes into the vibe.
Yep.
So people who have Vibe currently,
I'll answer questions too. Yeah. So
yeah. So if someone has Vibe currently, they're able to, like, that's earning them some Vitru coins, and you can claim those and add those to your wallet anytime. Like you can see right
this
here.
This has gone up. There's a claim button right here. You go and click that, and that money comes into your wallet. So what happens is, you probably observed this in the store listing. You probably let's go to we have to go to a new one, a different one. So give me a second. Let me hit refresh and look for one artwork that I will collect. Give me a second. I'm going to find one and show you what I'm talking about here. I'm looking for something unique and interesting. Where's the police cars? Is that me or you?
That's me. Sorry, let me mute. There's people.
No worries.
I live in the city.
It's fine. I hope everyone is okay.
Yeah, I think everyone's fine. I don't know. Surprising that you could hear that through the.
Okay,
So
let's do
Kafil,
this one. So
Kafil
here we
says
go.
more photography.
Yeah. So see here, the price is $450. The fees are $9. So that's 2% basically. The platform fee is 2%. Now, if the curator fee had been enabled, that would actually be 12%. I would be paying more because on Vitruvio, the artist's ask price is always what they get paid. There is nothing ever deducted from the artist's side of it. It's always paid additionally by the buyer. So that's why I'm paying $459 here. The 450 goes straight to the artist. So that's the model that would work. And what you would see next is in fees, you would see platform, curator, affiliate, etc. You see all that. Here, I like this one, so I'm going to go ahead and collect it. That's an indie purchase right there. Okay, so let's see. Where are we? We'll get this done. Rush. So, guys, I always like to emphasize if you want to be featured, if you want your art to be promoted the way we intend for it to be promoted with Vitruvio, do not shortcut the metadata. All right, take the time to properly enter in detail everything here. Don't skip over it. Pay attention to spellings, etc., because this is really important. We're going to feed this into Google. We're going to feed this into Bing. We're going to use this with AI systems. We're going to use this with RSS, etc. There's going to be a ton of things. The smartest thing you can do when you consign your artwork is to take the time. Spend your 20 minutes, your 30 minutes, and do it. That's all we ask of you. Once you're done with that, you're done. You don't have to go shilling in spaces. You don't have to post 10,000 times. You don't have to wait months, etc. Just spend time on the metadata. That's all I ask of you. Create great artwork, spend time on the metadata when you consign. You do that, and then we'll do our part. Yes, it's going to take a little bit of time. We are ramping it up, but we will do the marketing. But we cannot do the marketing if you don't have metadata. Just think about when you go to a museum, you think about that card, the title card that's there. It tells you a story. It tells you about the artist. It tells you about the artwork. That's what we want from you, because we cannot market your artwork just by the image alone. It's just not going to happen. It's a hyper competitive space. The metadata is your edge. That's where you get to really shine and tell a good story. So please, I implore you, always spend time on metadata. Do not shortcut it. Do not just copy paste it for 10,000 artworks. Do not. It's really, really important. All right. Okay. So
I would like to suggest either 16 or 34 for your next one. That is featuring some photography.
Okay, we got $1,760 left, so that's going to be our last one. Which one are you saying? 16?
Let's say 34 or 16.
Wait, did I put a yes on this one?
I don't know.
No, I didn't. Here we go. Okay.
Yeah, and I want to also say about that copy paste. There is a really there's a function that if when you're in Studio, you'll be able to see just duplicate one of your listings so that it picks up a lot of that stuff. But I would encourage you to carefully read through all of that in the preview section before you request a consignment, because I've seen some where the actual image description is describing something that's not in the picture, and you could tell that someone just copy pasted it. And we don't have an edit feature yet, so it's going to be really important for you to carefully preview it, make sure it's all good before you hit consign. And
so which one did you say? 16?
34 or 16? Yeah,
34. So that's Kafil. Let's go. All right, that's photography. I know that you're passionate about that.
Well, I love photography.
1, 2, 3, 4 done.
There's a few new pieces that you haven't purchased yet in there.
Yeah. And it just about fits the remaining budget, so that's good.
That's right. And Leah says it's good to know there will be an edit feature in the future.
Absolutely.
I would encourage everyone to be very careful on the way in to begin with.
Yeah. In particular, we are very interested in you maintaining the metadata. When your artwork is shown at an exhibition, wins an award, etc., all that data should be updated on chain for your artwork. So you go back to a listing and go update that. That's really important to do. So we want that. We want to make it. Where it is highly manageable. And there we go. All right, guys. Wow, that was fun. That was really, really fun, and the biggest one we've done so far. I have so much confetti.
Everyone is advocating for each other. I think that really emphasizes this community feel that we've got going here, and I appreciate that. It seems like people are being very helpful in these comments as well to help each other, not only to get the art noticed and sold, but when they're in Telegram and in Discord, helping each other navigate their way. Some people are new or don't remember how to do something, so it really helps. It really helps our actual team mods to get things done like that. But really appreciate all the advocacy for each other.
This is great. Let's see what we got going on here.
How much did you spend today, Nick? I've got too many tabs open. My computer's slowing down.
26.
26,000.
Yes.
Whoa.
This was good. All right. That was a good session. Are there any other questions here yet we should answer? There's a few started ones. Okay, yeah, there's a few started ones. So let me go ahead. JBR says, wow, this is so awesome. It's stupid. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I haven't been starring. I've just been showing the comments. So let's see.
Rohan says, need that buy all button. Yeah, it's coming. Is there a way to search for stacks? Right now we don't even have any storage or anything for stacks. If you look at how we are approaching the platform, we are doing it in a very traditional startup software model where we do an MVP, a minimum viable product. So almost every feature, you're going to see the bare bones version of it. You're not going to see bells and whistles, etc. Those will come later. What we want to do is get the core features out and then layer on things for the ones that work. And if something doesn't work, it's discarded. That's how we work with agile software development. So search for stacks and maintaining stacks, organizing stacks, add a stack, delete a stack, search a stack is overhead that we probably can do without at the moment. I think it's very useful, but we can't allocate resources to it right now because there's a lot of other things we have to get done. It would be nice to have an edit curation option. Yeah, so this is exactly like that because you just go and recreate it. That's basically it for right now. I'm not saying we don't want an edit. I mean, but we focus on MVP features.
Right. You know what I do is I kind of keep, because if I do want to edit a curation after I see it all together, I'll keep kind of a running list on paper of the artist names and maybe just keep that so I don't have to go recreate my whole thought, like what was I planning to do here? So I've got a lot of scratch paper all over my desk. Which actually reminds me, that's what I do to work around that.
Yeah, which reminds me, it's important to note now that we have hackable URLs. So all URLs in search are now hackable. What I mean by that is you choose things like, let's say I choose this here. Notice how my URL changed. So now I can take this and I can go to a different tab or can share that with someone. And look, that is pre-selected. So you can do that for yourself as an artist. You can search your own name, put your own name, and show only your artwork. You can even do it for a collection name, or you can do it for a tag. It's hyper flexible. You can. There's no limit because it's just URLs. So this is exactly like how Google URLs work, right? When you go to the Google search engine and you search for something and you want to share those results with someone, you don't say, "Oh, go type this in Google. You just copy that URL and send it, and that's what you do. So you can create any view you want, and that view is reflected in your URL. So right now I chose Latin American, and I chose group by creator, and I chose price low to high, and boom, it's there. And now I can paste that into I can send that off to anybody. I'll paste it into the comments, and anyone can follow that and get that exact same result on their computer. So hackable URLs are an important thing. Now, the next thing that's coming up here, I don't know if I should tell you this because it's cool. So the next thing that's coming up here is portfolios. So there's going to be a section here called portfolios, and you can add your own wallet or my wallet or anybody's, and you can experience my portfolio right there. So or any combination of portfolios, and you can do things with your art collection that you can do with search. So you can use your art collection as the basis to create a stack. So I could go into my collection and say, okay, I feel like collecting all the photographs and display them on the screen in the back there. I can do that, So yeah, that's really, really exciting. Okay. Let's see.
So this question about how collectors will find these curations, I think you just covered that right now. With people could discover that link. Maybe a blogger would have a link.
We are not there yet, and so we are not going to broach. We're gonna right now. It's our same artist and curator playground. Mm-hmm. Our goal is to break this mold of collectors. We think that right now collectors have too much dominance in the Web3 art ecosystem, and you can see that when collectors go away, the thing goes down completely, right? We don't want that. What we want is millions, and I say that again, millions of art appreciators who just want to buy or collect or print or stream one or two artworks. And what we are building is a marketing and distribution machine for your artworks. Mm-hmm. It is not going to be based on anything you know right now. We are going to create affiliate marketing programs that mirror exactly what companies like Amazon, Walmart, Target, etc. have, where other people are going to market your artwork. Why? Not because they love art, but because they're going to make money. They're going to make a lot of money by marketing your art. So we basically, right now, galleries perform that function. You go and consign your work to a gallery, and then the gallery does the marketing for you. Think of Vitruvio as a global gallery, a gallery for the entire planet, all countries, all people, all artworks. And we're going to flatten the whole world for art and make it possible for millions and millions of people to get access to your art from hundreds of thousands of affiliates who will broadcast it. So that's kind of where we are going with this. You have to give us some time as we build this out. It is a complex system, lots of innovations, lots of new things that have never been done. We are building it from the blockchain level, from scratch, from the protocol. Yeah. That's how important it is for us to be decentralized. We are really bringing new decentralized models of innovation to the world. So give it some time. Right now, what we are doing is doing a light touch of what you already have, but that is not our model. We are, as you can see, we are already by virtue of the fact that it's flat, it's across the blockchain and not in a silo of a marketplace. That should clue you in that there's something very big and very different coming in here. We want to give this the same kind of appeal and the same kind of approach that Google did for websites. Remember, before there was Google, there were a couple of search engines like AltaVista, Yahoo, etc. But indexing all the websites at scale and making them super simple to access caused a massive explosion in e-commerce, in revenue from the web. That's what we're going to do with this. So having this as search as our main entry point is no accident. It is very deliberate design. It is how we're going to scale this thing up. And these curate stacks, we're going to create more and more vectors for marketing. please be patient. It's all coming together. It's going to take a little bit of time. So yeah. Okay. So I just answered the question. The marketing and promotion part is what worries me the most. How do we manage without $1 million investments? You don't have to. We have a blockchain. We have the ability to. We've created programmable money, so we don't have to rely on other people's money. We have created value. We have created a cryptocurrency which is going to grow in value, and as it grows in value, we have the capital necessary to scale this up as large as it needs to be. So this is all planned. Is there any restriction for OG investors to consign art still? Do they have to wait for VCall to be used up first, or can they consign now? So basically what we are saying here is, if you are in fact an artist, then do consign your work as an artist. But if you're not, the intent of the credits is to bring existing artists to Vitruvio, and it is not intended for a new artist to introduce themselves and use the credits as a vector for doing that. So if you're a new artist, we say please wait, but if you can use your credits to do exactly what I'm doing here, is get more artists to our platform, make them aware of it, and then please do. There's $1.5 million of credits there, plus my 700,000. So that means $2.2 million of artworks to be purchased this year. And we want to bring as many artists as possible to the fold. So yeah. And I believe that's it. Yeah.
So next Thursday, same time, same Blitz.
Same time, space. Same place. And the different
new assignment.
Yeah, every single time there's going to be a little different twist, because I get bored very easily. I'll tell you that. I just need new things to keep me occupied, and so it's going to be a new twist, and we'll have new features also. And then also, so Thursday is about creators, engaging with creators, answering your questions, and Fridays is about our entire ecosystem, understanding everything about Vitruvio, what we are doing, what different tokens we have, what is the big game plan. So it's more like a business review, but we do it in a digestible format. So please do come 10 a.m. PST, 5 p.m. UTC on Fridays. So I'm sorry you have to endure me 2 days in a row, but it is a lot of information we try and communicate. So I hope everyone had a lot of fun with this Blitz. By the way, we are also going to start once we've got the airdrop, once we've got the Vortex storyline out, we're going to start doing Vortex airdrops again. Those are also fun. Those are kind of like a party. And we could make the Blitz into a party also. But anyway, I hope everyone had fun. I certainly did. It was fun clicking time to break the music for Thursday. Oh yeah. So we can do that. But anyway, congrats to all the artists. I'm very grateful and humbled to have the honor to have your artwork in my collection. I appreciate the opportunity very much. I'm grateful to you for that. I will certainly take some time to go and look through and appreciate your artworks. Do post on X and so that I can repost it and give you some exposure. But see you next Thursday, and I'm gonna sign off with Dream On and Dream Big. Pam?
Yep. See you next Thursday. I'll be listening as always on Friday, so hope to see you there. We'll see you in Discord and Telegram if you have questions or have any things you want to share with us.
See ya.